Hey guys, it is Michelle and I am here with another Top 5 Wednesday video. This week's topic is futuristic novels. In my reading past, I went through a phase where I read a lot of space opera, so I am very excited about this topic. These are in no particular order. First on the list is the Honor Harrington series. I'm not exactly sure that's what it's called, but the first book is on Basilisk Station and the author is David Weber. Last I knew, I think there were like 12 plus books in this series. I don't think I ever got past like number 8 or 9, but Honor Harrington is this amazing character. Now, some people have a problem with the fact that she kind of does everything right, but I truly enjoyed this series, mainly because she's in the military, and she starts out in control of a tiny ship that's part of a little operation, or actually it was by herself. And every book, your kind of scope, what you see of the military's operations grows and grows and grows until eventually she has gained rank and can kind of see what's going on with the whole military. And then it becomes more, like diplomacy. And she gets involved with like negotiating and things like that. And I just love how every book, more and more layers were revealed and it just becomes more complex, and absolutely enjoyed that about that series. Next up is Hollow World by Michael J. Sullivan, and this is a fascinating look at the future. You have Ellis Rogers, who is 50 years old. He's in a loveless marriage, and his only child has passed away. So he has these plans for a time travel machine. He does have a degree from MIT, and he builds the time travel machine, packs kind of a first aid kit, and says, screw it, I'm going to try this. And he knows he'll probably die. But he actually heads into the future. I don't want to tell you much more than that, other than it is a very neat look at one version of what the future could be like for humans on Earth. And of the books on this list, this is the only one that doesn't involve any form of space travel. So that made it kind of extra interesting. Next is the Foundation series by Isaac Asimov. And I'll be the first to admit the writing in this is not the best, but the story is really good. The main thing about this is just how distant into the future, how far into the future this series looks. And Isaac Asimov is just a genius in that regard, at being able to even think out that far or even try to imagine what anything could be like. But essentially you've got society being controlled by one big government, and there's one man who uses math and science and psychology to kind of predict the future, and he sees the downfall of this society and he's trying to protect it. So he's got people on a big project gathering information, and it gets so much more complex than that, but it is just simply amazing, the scope of this thing. Next up is Zero Boxer by Fonda Lee, and this book actually comes out February 2015, so it is a little extra futuristic in that regard, but I had a digital advanced reader's copy a couple of months ago. I loved this book. Your main character is a prize fighter, but not just any prize fighter. He's a zero-gravity prize fighter, so it's a little bit into the future. There's controversy over genetic modification, and then, of course, there are zero-gravity fight scenes. Totally awesome, very good, very well written, loved it. And last on my list is the Insignia Trilogy by S.J. Kincaid, and this involves World War III. You have these teenagers who have these implants, and they are controlling the machinery of World War III remotely. It's got a boarding school atmosphere, the characters are amazing, the plot is awesome, the pacing is great, the banter between the characters, they're picking on each other, they're flirting with each other, they're making fun of professors. It is just a fun series, and it's very well written. So there you have it, my top 5 futuristic books. I'm leaving a link to the GoodReads group. If you're interested in joining Top 5 Wednesday, please do so. Thank you so much, Lainey, for coming up with these topics. Absolutely love this one. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and happy reading.